It's the Brian and Kindra Show with Brian Cook and Kindra Cox of Keller Williams Realty Elite.
I am Kindra Cox.
I'm Brian Cook.
Between the two of us, we have over 30 years of experience.
Sharing real estate tips and advice. Right here on Classic Hits 1073.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to chew.
This is what happens whenever you have snacks right before it's time to start the radio show. This is the Brian and Kindra Show.
It is.
I'm Kindra Cox with Keller Williams Realty Elite.
Brian Cook with Keller Williams Realty Elite.
Well, now that we figured out who you are.
Hey, what a great day. So today's been a fun day. So
yes, it's been a way fun day.
Me and a couple guys met at early.
I guess. I mean, you had fun today. I worked in the office all day.
I know. I got to play on the side of a billboard.
I know. You keep promising a ladder truck, and then you keep not getting a ladder truck.
I know. Well, they said the ground was too soft and too uneven, so we just had to use ladders.
I really want to ride in the ladder truck.
And then the wind got insane, quick. So
yeah, I don't want to do it.
Not really insane. It's 15 mile an hour, which
that's better than it has been.
60-foot banner. So if you're out and about, we put up a new banner on our billboard south of town on 270.
Looks pretty good.
It does. I kind of like it.
Okay, so it's fun because it says Best of the Best.
2021.
Yeah, Keller Williams won Best of the Best for a real estate company. And we really appreciate that. Super awesome. Thank you all.
Yeah. And so that was cool. And then we feel like it's home, so we put a big welcome home sign up there. So it's kind of fun. So check that out as you come into town. And that reminds me, Nathan Holiday. Did you see his video he made of the Woodward Tourism Convention Center video?
It's fantastic.
It is awesome. So I teased him a little and said, I hope we get to see a part 2, because that was all kind of like wintry and fall stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't get the swimming and all the golf and some other stuff. So we're going to try to hopefully he'll get to make another one, because it was a great way to share that video out and get people coming to Woodward. So once they get here and see all the fun things to do just in everyday life in Woodward, maybe they'll just move here. So
that would be fantastic.
So yes, it's Thursday. Today we're going to talk about some terms in real estate.
I don't know if you wanted me to say or if you didn't want me to say, so I'm just going to go ahead and say you also won Best of the Best agent.
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a lot of hard work for us.
I didn't vote for you. Just kidding.
Well, no comment.
You didn't vote for you either, did you?
So,
all right. No, but really that's exciting.
Yes,
and I think
we did a lot of transactions, and we made a lot of people happy last year, and so I'm sure that paid off.
It was a fun year.
It was fantastic. So it was a great year. We love it. So it's we're gonna. Yeah, I lost my whole train of thought.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. And I was listening to you, so I have no idea where you were going.
Wasn't going anywhere. Man, I'm dying today. I'm starving.
I think you're not supposed to eat whenever you're talking.
That's okay.
Especially on the radio where people can hear it.
Hear me smacking.
Oh, my gosh. All right. So I have a hilarious story. And I was really hoping that the person that is involved in this story would be watching, and they're not yet. So I don't know if you want to talk about some of the other fun things.
He messaged me right before I hit play.
I texted and said, you better be on time, and he's not here. So, okay, so let's talk first before I tell my funny story, because it's awesome. I hope I can tell it without laughing, crying, because I've been laughing, crying a lot about it.
Last week, I did get gas.
Oh, yeah.
On the way here.
So we talked about what a great day you had and how lucky you're feeling because, it's been a really good day. Do you want to recap your day?
So, yeah, we got the billboard up, which we've been kind of waiting a week because of the wind, and finally we got it up for the craziness of the day hit. We got it up by 9, got it closing at 9. One that we had a little hiccup on, or two from USDA, but they got that done at Woodward County Abstract, and then, which is one of our sponsors. Mm-hmm. And then at 10, we got another one closed, which I had to fly out there, and we had to move a couple of things to get out of the house because he ran out of help today, so we moved some toolboxes and junk.
I actually had to move a sign today.
I know, I saw that.
I never touch signs.
I was like, what?
I avoid them. Yeah, because you didn't do it. Oh, is that an option?
That's what it is. You want a day off tomorrow.
Well, I would take both.
Okay.
A day off and a raise.
And so we got, and then the second closing was just a wild, hairy mess for the last 2 to 3 weeks. We've had some crazy transactions.
I've been seeing some interesting things happening.
Which I tell people, some people are some of the agents around town, when they get these hard transactions, they get very frustrated. And I tell them, you know what? If this was easy, we wouldn't have a job. And so we have years of experience, and we've kind of learned how to battle some of those things and get them done to relieve our customers of the hassle of that. So I
gotta say, I learned some things on this last transaction. The really crazy one. And honestly, I mean, you keep saying that the second one was crazy. Actually, we didn't get an approved settlement statement until last night about 4:30. I think it was after 4:30. It was after Woodward County Abstract closed. And Woodward County is one of our sponsors. But it was late in the day before she got that one approved, and then also our 10 o'clock closing. So I mean, both of those were kind of crazy, but I mean, I think that's the other thing that is super important about this business is things change all the time, and there's always new challenges. And so, I mean, some of this was old hat for you, but I learned a little bit on this one.
It was a little bit of I mean, we jumped through some hoops I haven't had to jump through in a long time.
It was interesting. So
we got one more there in Briarwood that I'm hoping.
Yeah, we've got some crazy title work going on. Okay.
So we're going to get those done. So that's what we do. Sometimes it just looks like we just sit around, throw up signs and sell houses, but
maybe. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tell my story, even though this person is not.
Oh my gosh.
I thought they were going to watch because they even said, you're going to have to say that on the radio. At first I was like, nah, and then I was like, yeah, I think I will. Okay, so I used to do these fun little videos where I said adventures in real estate. It was like my little hashtag, and it was super fun. So we had an adventure in real estate this week. I don't know if you guys know this, but some of our friends in real estate down the road, Northwest Real Estate, Kenton Baird is the broker. His agent, Liz Fogelsong, has a new listing, and we know that as the Peppermint Lounge. So Peppermint Lounge was located forever, I guess, right? I actually have never been in there until a couple of days ago. I'm going to get good, he's here. Okay, I'm going to get so cracked up. I don't know if I can tell this or not, and I'm already blushing. Okay, Peppermint Lounge.
So we head down there.
Down on the east end of Main Street. So it's 223 East Main, and it's listed for $79,000 with Northwest Real Estate. Just want to make sure everybody is super clear on this. But we have a customer, and so we are headed down, and I text the customer, and I say, hey, meet me down at the Peppermint Lounge. That's all I say. And I think I'm being so clever and funny. So I immediately, this is so unprofessional, send 3 laughing, smiling emojis. And then I accidentally clicked the kissy face emoji. Yes, I did. So not only did I invite this gentleman to the bar, I also sent him the kissy face. Then I was like, no kissy face, no kissy face. That is a really unfortunate accident. And now I know emojis probably have no business in real estate, and nor does the bar.
If we can.
I cannot quit giggling about it. So my favorite part is I'm like, he was really cool about it. Didn't say a word. And I'm like, sweet, because he's kind of ornery. Would you agree?
The understatement.
I thought, I'm actually going to get to fly under the radar with this one, and no one's going to make me blush.
He's probably going to screenshot it and put it on your...
Thanks for the ideas. Let's not do that, all right, guys? Okay, so, So he played it really cool. Didn't say a word for about half of the showing, and then I don't even know how he put it in conversation. Yeah, by the way, Brian and Kindra sent me an invitation to the bar and the kissy face emoji. What? No, I didn't. I couldn't even explain it because I got so doggone tickled about it.
I was like, what did you say? What about a kissy face? I was so confused. She just tried to hide
here
it.
You are. Well, I thought he was going to be cool about it, but no, it's got to embarrass me. Yeah. So there's one of my adventures in real estate.
Whatever it takes to sell the customer.
Yeah. That's not true. I don't work in that business. But for reals, so we get back to the office, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to work on my professionalism again.
Can't let her out very often.
Is that why you made me stay in the office all day today?
Your punishment.
So anyway, super fun. But really, that building has a lot of potential.
It does.
There's a lot to do down there.
I think it's a great commercial location.
Yeah.
Corner lot. I'd paint the thing and cut some garage doors in it.
I don't know. People already know it as the Peppermint Lounge. Keep it as the Peppermint Storage. Peppermint. I don't know.
Something. Fitness center, peppermint. Dog cleaning. I don't know. Candy store.
Oh man.
Arcade. Okay. So yeah, it's a steel wire red iron building. Lots of options there.
Yep.
So,
all right. Do you want to do market stats real quick?
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so market stats. So exciting after that story. Okay, I'm going to kill the mood right here. Speaking of kissy face. All right. Active listings in Woodward. There are 54. Last week there was 53. The week before that was 52. Here's the crazy thing. There was a whole bunch of new ones. 6 new listings this week.
Really?
Last week there were 10 new listings. There's still 29 under contract in Woodward. So new pending. There were 7 new contracts under pending. So we're staying pretty even throughout everything. There were 8 closings this week, 11 last week. So, I mean, we're moving some property. So when I say we closed 8 this week and 11 last week, so that means like 3 to 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, we wrote a bunch of contracts. So, there was 8. There was 8 contracts in Woodward, 11 in Northwest Oklahoma. So we're still running a 4.23 months of inventory, which is pretty good. Our days on the market is like 87.
Oh, I'm liking that.
Listings days on the market, so that's dropping. 6 months ago it was 160 days on the market. So our days on the market is dropping, but it's all back to inventory. Like there's some things on the market that should be selling. There's some price ranges that are just sitting, but then there's some houses, like again, I'm going to say it, 4-bedroom houses. If you own a 4-bedroom house and you're looking to sell your house, now is the time to sell your house. So speaking of, we have a sweet house over on Juniper that could be a 4-bedroom.
Yeah, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a really good sized living room,
and
it has a formal dining room, which I'm really a fan of. I like it.
Yep, and we'll
and a basement.
We'll have some new news on that one Monday.
Yes, I cannot wait.
That'll be exciting. So let's take a quick break, and then we'll get back to the meat of the subject. Comfort Zone is a multi-generational company serving Northwest Oklahoma in commercial and residential needs. Plumbing, air conditioning, heaters, refrigeration, sewer and drain cleaning, backhoe trencing, and crane service. And they are your geothermal specialists. Contact them at 580-254-5864 or stop by 116 East Main Street.
It's the 5 hours you spend in the kitchen mastering your famous recipe or spending quality time with your family. Other insurance companies may just see it as a house. It's not just a house, it's your home. Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Kevin Kanzler, and I see your home as the time and memories you put into them. I understand what your things really mean to you, and I'm here to help give them the protection they deserve. My office is located on the corner of 13th and Oklahoma and Woodward. Call me at 580-256-2216 for your home insurance today.
On Point Land Survey can take care of all your residential, commercial, and industrial survey needs. This family-owned and operated business proudly serves Northwest Oklahoma and Southwest Kansas. These lifelong Northwest Oklahoma residents with over 19 years of experience are ready to serve you with the latest equipment and capable trucks to get your job done. Call On Point Land Survey today at 580-256-6757 or at 1918 Main Street in Woodward, Oklahoma, or visit their website at onpointlandsurveyok.com. Professional, trusted, local.
This is Todd McHugh,
Jackie Jones,
and Flor Castro
with Woodward County Abstract. Thank you to all of Northwest Oklahoma for letting Woodward County Abstract handle all of your real estate closing and title needs.
We provide real estate closings and title insurance for all of Northwest Oklahoma.
Pasen a verme para todas sus dudas y preguntas sobre bienes raíces. Con gusto les explico el proceso y estoy disponible a cada paso de la transacción para asistir con lo que usted necesite para cerrar su contrato.
We appreciate your business.
Hi, I'm Connie Rowland in the mortgage department at Bank 7. Bank 7 is a full-service bank with over 40 years of combined experience. Melinda Russo and I are a dynamic duo team committed to making your loan process smooth. With a variety of loan products, we would love to sit down with you and discuss your loan options in person, or we offer online and over-the-phone application processing. The Woodward branch is located at 34th in Oklahoma. Find us online at mortgage.bank7.com, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Bank 7 is an equal housing lender in MLS 677297, phone 580-254-0100, where our best investment is you.
Hey, we are back. So,
okay, we are back, and we need to be serious for a minute.
Yep. So a friend of the family that lost their house last week called me and asked if we would talk on the radio real quick about smoke detectors and the importance of smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. So it is very important. We told him that we would definitely mention it. The fire department used to give them out for free. And fire and smoke alarms are pretty reasonable and cheap, around $10 a piece. So you might not be able to afford 20 or 10 or 5 or 3, but they should be in every bedroom, on the ceiling, and in every hallway on the ceiling. And so I bought a new house a month ago, and it had no smoke alarms in it, smoke detectors. The first thing I did is I had them go wire all new smoke detectors in the house, and so we added all them in. So it's very important. And so
I think checking them also, for those that already have them, I think sometimes it's kind of something we forget to go back and check. I mean, if you don't cook like I do, then you may forget to check it, right? So daylight savings time is a great time to help you to remember. So we are going to be springing our clocks forward pretty soon, right?
Yes.
I don't know when that is, but
Sunday.
So Sunday. Okay, so this is the weekend to check your smoke detectors, make sure that they operate, change out batteries, and make sure that you're safe. I just sold a house too, and in that house it had 6 smoke alarms. 3 of them were unhooked. It was my house, and dumb me, I was like, they're beeping. So I just unhooked them and set them in the utility room, thinking I was annoyed with the beeping, and I just undid them and not get the battery. So when the new people were moving in, and it was right at this same time, so we went in and I put new batteries in some of them, hooked them back up. They still chirped. I went and bought brand new ones, plugged them in, got 6 brand new ones. So one thing I did learn is sometimes when they start chirping, you got to replace all the batteries. If they're wired in, you got to replace all the batteries in that series, or they'll keep beeping. Which again, I mean, in the scheme of things, that's nothing.
So yeah, so
yep,
if
definitely.
I'm going to make some calls this week or tomorrow, the week's over. I'm going to see if the fire department has some, and then we're going to discuss some options. So if you're looking for a smoke detector, don't have the $10 for a smoke detector, we want you to have a smoke detector. I'm not sure how that looks, but if you need one, you call me. We will work on a way to get you a smoke detector. So we definitely think it's important, and we want you and your family to be safe.
Yes.
So, all right, today we're going to talk about 50 real estate terms.
I don't think we're going to hit all 50. Wow.
We got a 3-hour show for you tonight.
No, we don't. Okay, so first and foremost, short sale. This is something that we hear about, but not really all the time, and I think it's kind of confusing. So let's talk about what is a short sale.
Short sale is where the mortgage company, the bank, the lender, whoever they are, is losing money. They are selling the property short of what they owe. So we've done these substantially. If they're a local bank, it's a lot easier. If it's a secondary large mortgage company, it
can be a tedious process.
The short is not really what it means.
No, we have
time frame.
We have some customers that we closed a year ago, maybe probably a little bit less than a year ago, and they would attest that sometimes it's a very arduous process. And I mean, it took us 6 months or a year, I think, to get that one closed. But then we closed one recently, and it closed in a month, and it was super
easy.
That part was easy.
Yes.
So, all right, short sale. Next up, buyer's market and seller's market.
I want to go back to short sale. I'm sorry.
No.
So if you are, so I just had somebody called me last night. It was like 10 o'clock. And they said, hey, I may be losing my house. I'm doing a rent to own. The owner quit making payments. I'm probably going to lose my house. And so they're just looking for another house. And we was doing some discussion. I said, well, give me the owner's name. If we start a short sale process, now I'm just saying, if we start a short sale process, sometimes it buys us 6 or 8 months. And if you have a contract on that, like a lease to own, this is kind of a dirty deal. We'll at least buy you some time, because we can start the short sale process, get somebody to make an offer, and it will buy you some time to see if you can buy the home, or at least give you a different rental property, or negotiate something with the bank where you can take over that guy's payments till something, whatever. So sometimes if you just need to buy time, you're missing some payments. If we get a sign out front and a listing agreement on your house, sometimes the banks in the foreclosure process will give us time to try to sell your home.
Yes, so let us help you.
And then you can live there for, I'm not saying free, because it's still costing you, but it buys you time to make that next decision. So I just want to put that out there. Okay, next.
All right, buyer's market, seller market. What does that mean?
That means when you go to the market, like a farmer's market, to buy a farmer, you go to a market and buy a buyer.
You're not as funny as me.
I don't send my customers kissy faces either.
No, I send your customers kissy faces. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'm never going to live that down.
Buyer's market is when you're overwhelmed with houses in a price range or a market. And so the buyer has lots of selection, so they can buy, if there's 9 houses that are exactly alike, and they can take their choice. Well, that is a buyer's market.
Okay, so in a buyer's market, are prices typically elevated or deflated?
Deflated.
So I'm really making a big deal about this because I actually had this discussion with somebody one time who really was arguing with me that I was confused that a buyer's market meant that prices were high, and that's the opposite. So
it's opposite.
Buyer's market prices tend to be lower and a greater selection. Seller's market prices tend to be more elevated, and a buyer would have fewer options.
So like in metro areas right now, it is a seller's market. I just got off the phone last night with a guy who wants me to come to Oklahoma City and help him with a property, and he said it's a 1,600 square foot house, 3 bed, 2 bath, 2 car garage, cookie cutter style home. $380,000. And he said it's the only one that fits our budget, and it's the only house we can find in this neighborhood.
And it just makes you sick because
he asked me how to make the offer.
Oh,
and I was
gosh.
like, oh my gosh.
Over it.
I don't know. And it's unfortunately, if you have to live in that neighborhood, you better make offers. And he said it's the in the marketing deal, it says home appraised value 300 something. So they published what the appraised value was and still marketing above that number. That's insane. So we're not there.
No.
We do have
but we've been there.
We've been there. We do have a healthy market. I think we're just missing some inventory. So we're kind of some price ranges. I mean, you have a 4-bedroom house. You are in a seller's market.
Right. Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
Okay. Sorry.
All right, let's talk about, we use the term MLS a lot, multiple listing service. So multiple listing service is something that realtors would subscribe to. And it means that we're going to cooperate with other agencies. So just like I shouted out a minute ago to Northwest Real Estate, we can show their properties, they can show our properties because we cooperate together. And it's really a beautiful deal. It's the best thing for sellers, in my opinion. And it's the best thing for buyers because there's more options available and everybody is cooperating or cooptating. We say that a lot of times that we're, we still compete, of course, because I guess because everybody wants to win, maybe. I don't know the answers. I'm not super competitive usually, but anyway, I say that. Anybody want to play tetherball? Okay, anyway, MLS. So it means that we cooperate with other agencies, and I think I love it. It's my favorite thing about this game.
Yep.
All right, and we talked about a short sale. How come I have short sale twice?
I don't know.
Weird, huh?
Okay.
All right, how about a debt-to-income ratio?
So debt-to-income is when you're going for a loan, they're going to ask you what your debt-to-income ratio is, and so it is a payment. It's the I could read it, I guess. It's the ratio between your expenses per month and your income per month. So if you make $10,000 a month and $8,000 a month goes out, you have an 80% debt to income ratio. Mm-hmm. So lenders like you to be like VA under 50%, FHA's like 32%, something like that. So I'm guessing, but obviously our people like Bank 7 and Connie.
Yeah, Bank 7 and Connie, I think they might say it's 43%, but I don't really know.
Okay, they could correct us, and I know Kindra would correct me if she knew the real answer.
Alrighty then, so we're going to keep moving on to some terms with mortgages. Loan-to-value ratio. So
loan-to-value would be...
So this is a question I ask. I'm always like, okay, what percentage is your loan? And sometimes I get blank stares.
Oh my gosh.
Like that's my emoji face.
Yep. The shocked and wonder. Not the kissy emoji face.
No, I'm not going to do that one. Okay. Anyway, so loan to value.
Loan to value. So like an FHA loan is 3.5% down, which would be 96.5% loan to value ratio.
So I need to know that whenever I'm typing your contract because our loan documents want for us to say which type, our contract documents, want for me to be very specific which loan type you're going to be getting so that we can present that appropriately to the seller. And frankly, I mean, the less amount of money that I'm going to borrow makes me look like a stronger buyer. Correct. So if I'm an 80% loan, that makes me look stronger maybe than a 95% loan.
Yep, absolutely.
Although really, at the closing table, it's all money.
It's all money as long as they get it all in one chunk.
All right. So there are other little fees that are associated with buying a house. And your lender, so like we just referenced a minute ago, Connie Melinda at Bank 7. Melinda did a great job when she was here the other day. So she can really help you to understand what some of these terms are. But you might have an origination fee.
Which is a fee charged by the banker. I mean, that's how they get paid is sometimes the origination fee.
And everybody needs to get paid.
Yes, absolutely.
Nobody wants to go to work for
free.
We
love pre-approvals.
Yeah, we do.
It makes you aggressively able to negotiate and purchase a home and not wait and maybe miss your home, especially if you get into a seller's market.
What's the difference between a pre-approval and a pre-qualification?
Pre-approval, they do a quick check on your credit score and your credit. I just pull your credit report. Yes, you're approved based on what you've told me. Pre-qualify is where you send the documents in and they verify that you are qualified. I say that right?
I don't know. I'm kind of looking because whenever I was reading and I read it differently.
We get pre-approvals all the time, and I take them very...
Well, this document, see, I think it's funny because I've tried to look this up before, and I feel like they do it different every time. This one says that the pre-approval is more thorough than a pre-qualification. So
I may have it backwards.
I think the real question is whenever we get those letters that we probably would want to just double check with the lender. Okay, so how far into this are you? So things that are really important though, whenever you are getting your loan, you want to make sure that your tax, like right now, it's tricky because we need to be having those 2020 taxes filed in order to be getting our loan. So, I mean, those are some things that we're kind of in a funny season.
Right.
Get your taxes filed so we can get your house bought. Okay.
Yep. I did say those backwards. That is back. You are correct. So we'll go on though. So I hate being off.
What did you say?
So we'll talk real fast so I'm not long. Okay, next. Okay.
All right, pre-approval. I'm sorry, just kidding. Said that. Down payment.
Down payment. Well, that's easy. That's how much money you're putting down, and the bank's matching the difference.
It's easy, but is that different than closing cost?
Yes, your closing costs are what it takes, the expenses in purchasing a home, like your prorated taxes and your prorated insurance and your insurance fees and your closing fee and your title opinion and doc stamps, and those are closing costs.
Oh, so many other terms. Okay, so here's some that I think are important contingencies.
Ooh, I hate that
even
word.
having... But even a loan is a contingency.
It's like a hurdle.
It is. It is like a hurdle. That's a
or a
good
roadblock.
way to say it. Who would have thought? Good job, math guy.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right, so contingency. So a lot of times when we say contingency, people automatically think like a contract where your home is contingent upon your current home selling before you can purchase the next one. But really it's as simple as inspections are contingencies, and those are written into our contract. Your loan, that's a contingency, also written into the contract. All right. You just gave me the look.
I know, because we got to take a quick break. So we'll pause, and then we'll be right back.
Homeowners and business owners, do you want to know how to extend the life of your home or commercial building? Call APC LLC in Woodward. APC specializes in installing high-quality 5-inch and 6-inch seamless guttering and custom commercial guttering. Whether it's a small system or a large system, APC can help. Call APC LLC at 580-571-2384. That number again is 580-571-2384 for all your seamless gutter needs.
Our home is usually our largest investment, and we insure it against damage. One unseen destructive force not covered by most insurance policies is termites, which can infest a house for years before being detected. Termites cost U.S. homeowners an estimated $5 billion annually in treatment and repairs. Using the Centricon termite bait system, JCP Services can protect your home from the threat of a termite infestation. Call 580-334-5380. Again, 580-334-5380.
Stop in to Modern Appliance on Main Street today to see powerful Maytag brand kitchen appliances available in a finish inspired by cast iron. Cast iron black is a hard-working, matte finish that is as tough as it is timeless, so you can trust it to help resist scratches while helping hide fingerprints and minor dents, and stand up to the everyday. Add an iconic look to your home with cast iron black kitchen appliances from Maytag brand. See it at Modern Appliance, 2102 Main, or online at modernappliancewoodward.com.
For 150 years, Sherwin-Williams has been an industry leader in the development of technologically advanced paint and coatings. As the nation's largest specialty retailer of paint and painting supplies, Sherwin-Williams is dedicated to supporting both your do-it-yourselfers and painting professionals with exceptional products, resources to make confident color selections, and expert personalized service that's focused on your unique project needs. Sherwin-Williams is your neighborhood paint store. Stop by and see them, 2101 Oklahoma Avenue, or call them 580-256-5861. Hey, we're back.
Okay, let's talk about earnest money.
Earnest money.
Is earnest money a requirement?
It is not a requirement.
It is not, but man, does it make your offer look stronger. So
I've won some transactions. I've won some offers. Mm-hmm.
Yes, based
on
especially
the house I bought 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. I just hey, I'll put $10,000 down. Earnest money.
Right.
Which doesn't matter because your contract states that you're going to lose up to 5%. Or there's some more language in there, but So yes, and they took my offer over the other offer because I looked stronger. But at the end, again, it's all the same amount of money when you get to the end. So, so earnest money is basically to secure the contract. Not secure it. It just puts value that you're putting the earnest money up of 1,000 or 1%.
It is what it is. It shows that you're earnest about making this offer and that you're sincere in wanting to close the property.
Because the homeowner's putting the house in earnest, which is 150,000 or something. So if you weigh it, it's completely different. So we got about a minute left, and hey, we appreciate everything you guys are listening. If you got questions or you got topics you want us to talk about, just give us a message. We will hit on them because we love real estate.
Definitely.
And we love Woodward. And so we did Discover Woodward this week.
Shay Ransom with our office.
Yep. And so, but we'll be back next week. It is spring break. We are unsure what we're talking about, but it'll be exciting no matter what. So we'll listen to us in next week.
Another great hour of your favorites. Classic Hits 107.3 KLSI Moreland Woodward.